Hello beauties! Greetings from Surya Lila, where I'm on a yoga retreat over Christmas and New Year. And as it happens after traveling, I'm puffy and just feel like my face needs a little bit of TLC, so I'm gonna do a little video workout for you. Let's start with a little warm-up for the shoulders and the upper back. Also, this helps to wake up the lymphatic system, a bit of movement. You can clasp like this easier. Your shoulder rolls. And a few back openings and closings. Nice. Rolling the head down, tracing the round collar line. Nice and slow. Slower than I'm going, actually. And sticking to one side, and you can actually put your hand inside the ear if you want, or on top of the ear. The other hand is on the collarbone. And lengthening here. Feeling that lengthening along this line. Nice. Other side, release slowly. Nice. Now behind the ears, you can see like this here. Massaging. Digging in those fingertips. Behind the ears and under the skull. In a direction that feels like it's useful. And then the sides of the neck. Little wraps, circles. Where the neck was actually stronger. Beautiful stuff, lengthening the front. Super. A few rounds of lion's breath. Fist. Close your eyes. Open your eyes. Roll the eyes up. Tongue down. Stretching the face all the way down. Two more. Absolutely crazy. One last time. Nice. And then we're going to wake up the lymphatic system. Just around the collarbones here. Under the chin. work on the face. Clench your teeth, finding that masseter, that feeling of bulging here. And into that bulge. We massage in circles, trying to not so much press into the jaw, the teeth, but into the belly. If you lose the belly, clench again and find it. And then we're going to compress the belly towards its attachment on the cheekbone and start to open the mouth against the resistance. More times, nice and slow, and don't quit, don't drop, but go slowly when you close the mouth. Still, the fingers are pressing that belly up. One more time. Slowly release, keep your fingers where they are and lengthen the muscle back to the angle of the jaw. Not to here, but to there. From here to here we travel. Super. Now let's work on this jowl that the tension in this muscle creates through repeated contraction. It does this, yeah? So opening not opening so much, but just rather wrapping your lower teeth around the lower lip. Like this, and then one hand on the chin, and the other one without oil, mind you, is going to push this stuff gently towards the earlobe. And release. Other side. Not like this, like this. Release. Work the cheeks a little bit. So we're going to place the heel of the hand here, creating resistance. Again, don't do this, like this. And then we're going to press the air into the cheeks against the resistance of the hands and release. You see what I'm doing? Not like that. Super. One more resistance exercise is where we hold the fingers here on the sides of the mouth, and then we're going to open the mouth forward against the resistance. All this stuff here goes that way. Nice and slow. Fingers lightly pressing towards the ears. Last one. Now the chin. fingers placed parallel to the ground. There's a degree of resistance and you're slowly pushing up if you want. But the idea is that these fingers are this pimple. I don't actually know if that word exists in English. There's a word in my mother tongue which sounds like pimpочка. Nice and slow, slower than I'm doing this. And then this degree of resistance with the lip pulling up. Or you can do it like this if you like. Super. One more we'll do without oil. Here, between them. Just 1 second. So here, the pesky number 11. We're going to take thumbs and index fingers and release. You can go in between and the inner edges of the brow. Here it's more skin. Here it's the actual attachment point of the muscle. So be possibly a little tender. And look, if you have time, spend a good minute here. I have time, so that's why it's a long video. And now we're going to go vertical. So the muscle goes from here. You see, this is the muscle from here all the way here. So we're going to pinch the muscle into a fold and hold it. That's so weird, this face. Oh, it almost looks creepy. You can rub it a bit between your fingers like you're getting a pinch of salt. You know, like that. And a good stretch. 2 ends of the elastic band separating. Feel the stretch. Catch the muscle. Sometimes you just put your fingers on and it's skin and there's nothing. You can feel that it's stretching. Catch that feeling of the 2 ends of the elastic band separating. Super. And then we go to the temples, which is another common concern area. And we're going to create some blood flow here. And a pinch. Also do our horizontal. That was a vertical. That was a horizontal pinch. Now it's a vertical pinch. Can be painful. And just along the whole surface. one for the forehead, and we're going to try to lift the brow, wrinkling the forehead, but the fingers are going to hold it down. And this is critical, right? Because the very difference between just doing this all day and getting the wrinkles and doing something useful is the resistance. So fingers on the brow, make sure your shoulders are not too tense. And then you try to lift the brow, but nothing happens because you're not letting it. So the fingers are pulling down, and also there is a degree of not like this, but like that. So the fingers are pulling down and out in a sense, so you don't make this worse. Try to not tense your back as much as possible. Or rather, try to tense your back as little as possible, I should say. Super. And then let's relax that forehead with spiraling fingers into the hair growth line. All the way up, and on the temples as well. Super. I'm going to apply a touch of oil actually. If you're like, well, we're going so far without oil and I really don't want any oil on, then don't. You can finish it there. Just a couple of things I like to do with oil. These spirals up of the lip corners. Spirals under the cheekbone, lifting here. Then we're going to do walk around the eye. Nicely, gently opening that muscle. Another side. Again, like I mentioned in the previous exercise or a couple of exercises ago, here, find where it stretches. So there is that feeling of your caterpillars actually pulling something apart. The circular muscle of the eye that wants to shrink towards the middle, and you are unshrinking it. So here. You can breathe out while you do that. And finally, you can spiral as well if you want, or go straight out.